In 2008, a single handheld device became the most visible metric of personal success. People stood in lines stretching around the block, desperate to secure the newest piece of consumer technology. To project Gengsi, the prestige of that era, you needed the BlackBerry Bold. It functioned as the definitive social signal of the time. The pressure to own one was immense. Consumers took on debt, maxed out credit lines, and stretched their paychecks just to keep up with the shifting trend. Securing that status required a massive layout of capital. At the time, that meant handing over roughly 8 million rupiah for a single device. We are wired to seek out social standing among our peers, but that biological drive often tricks us into trading our long-term financial security for a burst of temporary prestige. Imagine you have 8 million rupiah in your hand in 2008, standing at a financial crossroads. Path A is the path of prestige. You spend the money on the phone and immediately secure your status symbol. Then there is Path B. You ignore the trend and buy physical gold. At the 2008 price of roughly 260 to 290,000 rupiah per gram, your capital buys you between 28 and 30 grams. Both decisions demand the exact same initial sacrifice, but the physical nature of these assets will force those two choices into completely different realities. By 2012, new smartphone models hit the market, your status symbol is outdated, and the device experiences a sharp drop in value. By 2018, the manufacturer and software ecosystem become relics. The financial worth effectively vanishes. Arriving at 2026, the phone is a literal paperweight. It has zero utility and zero resale value. Capital spent on trends carries a strict expiration date. In this case, it resulted in a total loss of your initial wealth. Now, return to 2008 and look at Path B. Your 28 to 30 grams of gold sit in a drawer, completely untouched. Gold doesn't require a software update. It doesn't rust or degrade, and the market doesn't force a newer model on you 2 years later. Fast forward to 2026. The price climbs steadily, absorbing shocks to reach 2.8 million rupiah per gram. Your physical holding remains the same, but those initial 28 to 30 grams are now worth over 80 million. The trend chaser lost everything. The gold holder multiplied their wealth tenfold. This illustrates a specific divide in asset behavior. Consumer goods absorb capital and shrink, while resilient assets absorb time and grow. The lesson isn't to stop buying things we enjoy, but to recognize when a purchase today is actively sacrificing our future security. Chasing trends creates a consumer loop. Because items depreciate, you must continually spend massive amounts of capital to replace them and maintain your social standing. Accumulators view these transactions differently. To them, acquiring gold isn't spending money. It is the act of buying blocks of financial freedom. Your financial freedom rests on the assets you retain long after the trends have faded. This philosophy of wealth preservation is the core mission of the EOA Miracle Agent. We operate on a specific maxim. With gold, we buy the future with today's prices. While the masses collect items that vanish in value, the financially secure choose assets that persistently grow. The decisions you make today, choosing lasting value over temporary prestige, will dictate the ultimate quality of your life tomorrow.